Pressure's mounting for sure. That will mark the end of the 5th over. A great finish to Sudarshan Singh's first over. 5 gone, 33 for the loss of 1. Beautiful scenes here at Siechem. They call it the paradise of cricket in Pondicherry, and why not? You can see it for yourself. Look at the ground. As we have heard that there are 4 cricketing facilities here, and one of them is surrounded by palm trees that kind of gives you that beach in the Malibu vibes as well while playing cricket. So you know it's all in addition. Look at the entire facility. This is one of the most majestic shots that you'd ever have of the ground, a glimpse that would fill your hearts with joy and hope for sure.
Absolutely, you can see 3 cricket grounds there through that angle. Meanwhile, the new bowler will be Rishi Raut.
This time, tossing it up again, but away from the tram line. The umpire doesn't hesitate in showing it as a wide. Again, not the best of deliveries to start your spell with, but I reckon it's the nerves. It's that rust out there.
They've given away quite a few extras, there's no doubt about it so far, the smashers.
Yeah, this time takes the aerial route. Has it covered the distance? It hasn't. Great catch there in the deep. Second blow. The pressure was mounting on Karan Khannan as well. Wanted to go big and eventually pays the price of not giving the required altitude as well as the distance.
And this was always coming after what we saw in the last over. Karan going for the big shot, but an excellent catch there in the deep. He made sure he didn't touch the boundary ropes. It might look easy to you on the camera, but trust me.
Particularly against the spinner because there's no pace in the ball whatsoever. And that's Rishi Raut as well. It can be chaos. Chaos in all ends. The keeper will have to hurry. I reckon the bat is home.
Oh, that was comedy of errors, wasn't it? Couldn't quite understand what the 2 batters were planning in the middle. Unfortunately, we do not have the 3rd umpire facility here. Otherwise, trust me, this could have been close. There was all sorts of confusion going on in the middle.
I reckon there's a head-on collision. This will give us a better idea about what exactly happened. And exactly as you mentioned, the comedy of errors. Oh my word, he missed the ball there. Simple run-out chance goes begging, but I reckon what's more prior right now, what's more important to them is that their keeper have taken a blow. So as the BCCI rules stand, if you have taken a blow on the head, the first and the foremost thing that you'll have to pass is the concussion test in order to continue the game.
I was just having a look at the projected score, Rohit. With this run rate, they'll reach 62. And seeing how the pitch has behaved so far, it won't be an easy chase, that's for sure.
It can be, but again, when your required ask is 6 runs per over, I don't think you need to try something fancy. Maybe 3 or 4 singles in an over and all the loose balls being peppered away. That would do the job for you, right? So that is why a target of 80 is probably what gives in that additional kick to the side defending the total. Yeah, this time the batter slightly shuffles across the line and in the process takes the tram line with him as well. What could have been an additional run eventually results in a dock.
That's why ideally when you're playing the first match of the tournament, it's better if you chase because you know and you can plan your innings in a better fashion.
Yeah, tosses it up, this time over the bowler's head. That would race away to the boundary ropes like a tracer bullet as Ravi Shastri would have put it.
Yeah, made it look very easy, didn't he? Kalai one and there. Excellent shot down the ground. Didn't try to hit it too hard, but still managed to fetch a boundary there. That's a good shot, a confident shot there.
Just the kind of acceleration that the Eagles require for the time being. Yeah, That would be another wide. This isn't going in the way of Rishi Raut. All the pressure that was created in that preceding over, he's tending to give it away.
He should have bowled better, no doubt about that. Kalaivanan is a new batter, but he has made life easier for him now.
Yeah, that's not the best of deliveries either. And the finger's gone up. Well, we would have to take a look whether it kissed something on the way, but I reckon the ball was going straight across the stumps. We are not particularly sure. Even the bowlers are quizzed by the fact that the decision was given. But at the moment, as things stand, Rishi Raut has struck for a second time in his very first over.
Yeah, Kalaivanan, he's not looking happy. The batters will never be, but this time, oh man, was a close call. Was a close call, no doubt. And you could just see the leg umpire there. That was plumb, a good call by the umpire at the end.
I also didn't really understand the shot on offer. What was he trying to do out there? Because ideally there is a fielder. So even if you could connect against a spinner, you need to have better connection and better footwork as well. Oh, what a delivery that is! Chopped his middle stump into half. Completely perplexed by the turn, and Rishi Raut, what a phenomenal over this is turning out into for him.
He had no clue about this delivery whatsoever. Rishi Raut has brought his side back in the game, and how good is in fact made sure that Smashers are now on top of this game. 3 wickets in this over so far. Kumar departs without troubling the scorers.
Huge blow indeed. Absolutely denting blow to the aspirations of the Eagles just when they felt that they are doing good. No clue whatsoever. There was a bit of pace as well on the ball, so he was very quick through the air. And that is always a very difficult delivery for the batter to pick.
Yeah, it kept a bit low as well there. But Rishi Raut has done a fantastic job in this over.
New batter in the centre, Vinay Pratap Singh. He'll have a boatload of onus on his shoulders, and if somebody can go ahead and stabilize the rocked ship of Eagles, it has to be Vinay. As far as the antiquity of the tournament goes, Vinay can actually try and stabilize things in a much better fashion.
Middle.
But at the moment, Rishi Raut, he's running away with the game. Still a ball to go in the over. And he's on a hat-trick. Hat-trick ball for Rishi Raut.
Yeah.
However, the batter looked a lot more convincing. Goes deep in the crease, cuts it hard. But there will be protection in the deep. Only a single is what will allow Vinay Pratap to get off the mark. 6 gone, 41 for the loss of 4. Six overs gone, 41 for the loss of 4. The last over can prove to be a tipping point in the game, particularly with Rishi Raut claiming those 3 important wickets. But still, let's not forget, the captain of the Eagles is out there in the centre. He's unbeaten on 6, took quite a few number of balls for sure. Vinay Pratap, however, will be the man on strike. Sudarshan Singh for a second over, bowls it short, and the batters peppered him across the rope for the second 6 of the innings. Poor delivery on offer, accepted with arms wide open.
Absolutely a poor delivery, and got the treatment it deserved. Pitched it short, went deep the batter, and clobbered it out of the ground for a 6. Excellent shot. This is just the kind of shot that you need to bring your confidence back.
He tosses it up, this time drives it through the offside. Will the fielder cut it short? It will run through his legs. Second boundary, 10 runs of the first to ball, and Sudarshan Singh Chauhan under pressure.
Poor stuff in the deep there by the fielder. Should have been cut off. Should have really been cut off easily there. Just adding salt to the fire here. First ball went for the 6. This one at the most should have been 2 runs, but eventually ends up being a boundary.
Needs to do a better job, at least in the field. Every run that is scored will come back to bite them. Oh, tosses it up. You won't get a better gift than that, and yet the batter couldn't make the most of it. And the umpires have signaled that it was an okay delivery. It was not above the waist.
After an excellent over for the Smashers last time around, the Eagles have just managed to come back in this game.
Yeah, once again, turn on offer, cuts it pretty hard. I reckon this would be cut short for a single.
11 runs have come off from the first 4 deliveries of this over. Just the over that the Eagles needed desperately. And now, Ayyanar, their captain, who has been there in the middle since the first ball, has a job to do.
Tosses it up, drives it. There is protection in the deep for sure. Will not get anything more than a single.
It's a good job as well, in fact, because knowing that Vinay Pratap is somebody who's hitting the ball well, just give the maximum strike to him. Let him go for the big shots.
Yeah, tosses it up again. The batter dances down the track. Oh my word, Hens dropped him again. What has just happened here? One of the easiest chances that you'd get. Straight down his gully, and somehow he's managed to grass it.
Well, let's see how many chances he had there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and gone down. Wow. So a couple of catches being dropped so far. After 7, the Eagles are 53 for 4. So the over ball by Sudarshan Singh, just the kind of over which the Eagles needed desperately. Meanwhile, this is how the bowlers have fanned up so far. Siva Kumar went for 19 of his 2. Sunil Kumar 8 of 1. Arun Chalam, he has picked 1 wicket, only went for 3. Sudarshan Singh Chauhan, he has proved to be costly, 14 of 2. And Rishi Raut, what a match he has had so far. 3 wickets in the first over itself. Went for 8 runs, but got those 3 crucial wickets. But just have a look at those extras. 12 out of 53 runs have come through extras. Ideally, you would want to do better as a bowling side. Meanwhile, we have a change in the comm box now, because joining me is Mr. Venu. Good morning.
Good morning, Yash. Such a pleasure being in the place where I started I did my first broadcast commentary, and I've been witnessing the action till now. Some of the catching has been very, very sloppy. The fielding has not been of a very high standard, and generally the cricket needs to be much better than this, but I'm sure they're beginners. So lovely shot, dancing down the crease, just a single.
Yeah, no doubt the fielding has to be better, but probably it's the first game of the tournament. The players are also a bit nervy, and as the tournament progresses, it will settle down and the fielding standards will increase, but no doubt about it, has to be better than what we've seen so far.
Again dances down the crease, and good fielding by the fielder, moving in from long off. Was a very good effort. Got down in time and just 2 runs conceded. Would have been a boundary with a lot of ease. The first bit of good fielding we are seeing in a long time in this match.
He did a good job there. Was running away quickly, but just got his foot at the right moment at the last little moment there. Oh, this time around he has gone for the biggie. Will it travel the distance? Yes, it will. Good shot this. Through that long off region.
Ayyanar seems to time the ball superbly. Got under it and hammered it over long off for a 6. Was a beautiful shot.
He's been there in the middle since a while. In fact, he opened the innings for the side And now that he's been there in the middle for 16 deliveries, understands the importance of staying there till the end. Once again dances down the wicket, but this time around will only be a single towards that long on region.
Seems to be a batter, INR, who has good skills. Got to the pitch of the ball the last time, but this time he couldn't get close, so he just went through with the drive and kept it along the ground for a single. Good batting.
Yeah, that will be a dot delivery. With that, 8 overs are done and dusted, and the Eagles stand at 64 for 4.
INR on strike and has lasted all the while, and it'll be important for his team to run up a score. The scorecard: Sanjay gone for 17, INR still at the crease, Karan Kannan gone for 1, Kalaivanan gone for 4, Kumar P gone for a blob, Vinay Pratap Singh giving company to INR, and both are doing a good job. They're running the singles as well, and it appears that INR has the greater skills and the power to hit long. Important for his team that he be at the crease right through these 10 overs.
Wide.
Starts off with a wide there. Arunachalam did pick up a wicket in the solitary over that is bowled so far. But as we spoke about extras, they need to do better as a bowling side here.
1-1-1.
Hit in the air towards long on. The fielding seemed to have got the better as the inning progressed. It was very, very sloppy at the beginning. And good for the fielding team because they've already conceded too many extras and we are in a T10 game.
Every single run is like gold here. Oh, once again using his feet. But eventually just playing it with soft hand towards that offside for a single.
Looked very good the way he went through with the shot, the high elbow, and seems to be a technically sound batter, Vinay Pratap, but INR seems to be having the greater power in his arms.
You mentioned about power, and here it is on display. INR, the captain, taking the ball out for a drive here. That's a maximum. Excellent shot this from the skipper. Might have just gone and started with the party a bit late, but now is having a real good time.
Wonderful, wonderful batting. Every time he has left the crease and met the ball, he has hit it long. And clean hits, none of the hits landing anywhere close to the fence. That shot again was a brilliant drive. And great follow through for him to get the power into the shot. Wonderful batting. Has forced the fielding captain and the bowler to think. There's a bit of panic in the bowling ranks, and all that because of the kind of shots that INR is being able to pull off.
And these two have already added 33 runs of what, just 16 deliveries. So an excellent partnership in the context of this game. And now, if you look at the projected score, it is well above 80. This is what we were talking about a few minutes ago.
Important for both to be at the crease. INR this time again in the air and straight to a fielder. We were just talking about the fact that he should be there in the crease and he throws his wicket away. Very ordinary shot this was. He didn't go through with the shot. He should have gone through with it, got all his power into it, and he didn't, and the result is that the batting team has lost their 4th wicket. INR gone now.
It's the skipper INR who will now head back to the pavilion after scoring 24 of 20. Ideally would have wanted to stay there till the end of the innings and get the team maybe about 90, but not to be the case.
That dismissal again. Got under the ball, but should have hit it harder. Perhaps he hit the shot on second thought and paid the price. It must be said that the pitch, the first day, the first match, and there's a lot of turn. And that's not good news for batters, because if spinners get the ball in the right areas, it'll be a lot of problem for the batters. There's a lot of turn.
It's a very good pitch this for the bowlers, and especially as you mentioned for the spinners, there's turn on offer. So if you pitch the ball in the correct areas, you will get the benefit. Meanwhile, the vice captain of Eagles, Mathan, is now out in the middle. He won't have time with him. All he has to do is start hitting from the first ball. We've only got 8 deliveries left in this innings. The vice captain will have to come out and just get guns blazing.
And what does he do? He does a Maxwell, wants to go across the line, and you do that first ball, the result will be actually given out, it looks like. What a bizarre dismissal. Reverse hoiking the ball, not even sweeping the ball. The better option, because it was the first ball, would have been to lap it, because then you give it the full face. But gone first ball. The vice captain of the team.
Not setting a good example there. Should have been a better shot selection for sure. Got straight in front of the stumps. The umpire had no hesitation whatsoever in raising his finger.
If he wanted to do a Maxwell, he would have done better to hit it straighter than the going across the line. But not a very good choice of a shot, and an embarrassing dismissal, to be honest.
So these are the kind of shots, when you pull it off, they look very good to the eyes. Otherwise, you'll always get the flack.
But I've not seen Maxwell do it first ball ever, so that's not an option.
For sure wasn't the best of shot selection. You just come out in the middle, probably just try and get in a single, or maybe even if you want to go for the big hit, play it with a straight bat.
And credit to the bowler, keeping the ball in the right areas, flighting the ball, keeping it full, and that makes it difficult for batters to get under the ball, because that's what they'll try from here on.
New batter Shushruth uses his feet and clobbers it out of the ground, or is it? Has that gone all the way? He's still waiting for a confirmation. Looks like it on the first look, and yes, the umpire confirms it as well. So he finishes off the penultimate over in style here, Shushruth. First ball out of the ground.
What a blow this was. Just a half step and timed it superbly. Again, the first ball that he played. Was this a better option for the previous batter? Perhaps yes. Whenever you play through the line of the ball, you get close to the pitch of the ball and your shoulder goes towards the ball. That's when you get your shots right. A batter that was out previously, when I was not in commentary, I witnessed that the right shoulder was facing the ball, and that's not when you will get power into the... You will not get elevation, you will not get power, and he gave his wicket away then.
Rightly mentioned there. Meanwhile, there's only 1 over left in this innings now, and 79 is what the Eagles have put up on board. The last ball of the over. What a shot that was. Trust me, not the easiest of shots to play on the first ball of your innings, but just shows the confidence that he has come out with. Shushruth there knows he doesn't have a lot to lose, has to come out and get going, but at the same time making sure he plays traditional good looking cricket shots.
Also looked very clear from the replay that he hadn't got to the pitch of the ball, but he still went through with the shot, trusted his instincts, and then got the 6.
Right then, last 6 deliveries of the innings. 79 on board. Shushruth and Vinay Pratap. Shushruth has been there for just 1 ball but has looked good. Vinay Pratap has looked fantastic so far. The question is how many more they can add.
The only thing about Vinay Pratap is he doesn't seem to get a lot of power into his shots. And he'd be better advised not to try to hit the ball in the air too much. Better to hit 4s than 6s. Better to be safe than sorry now.
Starts off with a wide. Has been one of those days where the bowlers have given away too many extras.
Perhaps a couple of extra overs. So it has been a 12-over innings for the batting team. And that can cost you a lot in a 10-over match. Even in a 20-over match. But in a 10-over match, it can be disastrous.
What a shot this! This clobbered it. Oh, fielder for a moment tried to take that. That was a good effort eventually, but couldn't quite manage it. At the end, it will cross the boundary ropes and give them 6 runs.
What a shot this one. And Vinay Pratap didn't like what I said. He wants me to apologize. I eat my words. What a beautiful shot. Got a lot of power into it. Perhaps the straighter one is a problem for him. He went across the line and then connected well. Got a lot of power into it.
Gives it a full swing once again, but this time around will only get a single. Was there in the block hole.
Credit to the bowler, he bowled it full. Whatever the caliber of the batter, it's impossible to hit from the length that was served up to him. Very good bowling, good comeback by Sunil Kumar P.
Probably the only batsman I've seen in my lifetime hitting that ball out of the ground is MS Dhoni. With that helicopter shot, you need to bring in MS to get 6s of those kind of deliveries.
It needs some caliber to play that kind of a shot. It was the right shot to attempt, but he should have gone further down the pitch of the ball. And a good innings comes to an end. 6 off the first ball, bowled off the next.
They tried to be cheeky there, Shushrut. Went for the paddle sweep, but just eventually managing to hit the ball onto his stumps. And that will be the end of his innings. 6 is what he has managed of the two deliveries that he has faced.
And yes, even the special thing about him is he doesn't need a high backlap to hit 6s. Very strong man. And icon, MSD. Very humble man. My classmate used to play football with him. And even now, when he talks to him, he says, Barik bhai kaise ho? Humility. Absolutely humble.
That's what makes that man a legend beyond legends, I would rather say.
You'll never see him get into an altercation with anybody. If that's another reason why he's an icon.
Ram Prasad, the new batter, using his feet, but not quite getting the distance. Converted that one into a full toss. Ideally would not be happy with the end result there. Should have probably hit it out of the ground.
It actually served his purpose that he didn't go through with the shot. It would have gone straight into the fielder's hands. Got a single for his efforts. Vinay Pratap is back. They should not bowl to him on the leg stump.
They don't. They've heard you there, but straight into the hands of the fielder and dropped once again. Oh dear. What's happening to the fielders today? And meanwhile, they've also gone for an overthrow here. So many things going against the Smashers here in the last few overs or so.
I've never seen so many catches dropped in just under 10 overs. And look at this. The fielder would have opened his mouth and the ball would have gone in. How many times have we seen this in this innings? Not good for the bowlers. It can break a bowler's heart when you work so hard. Come in, do the right thing, bowl the full ball, get the shot out of the batter, and then this happens. Not good.
Don't look at the bowler after you drop a catch like that. That's the best thing to do. With that shot, will it go the distance? No, it won't, but they'll still get 2 runs. Yes, they will eventually. So with that shot and those 2 runs, Eagles end their innings with 92 on the board. Looks like a good score to me. What do you think?
Aided a lot by those extras. The couple of overs more that they got was the opponent's gift to them, and is a very good score. In the context of this pitch, even the faster bowlers, if they bowl those cutters, it will be very, very difficult for the batters. But very interesting match in the offing. For sure, we do not know the batting of the team that bowled till now, and it will be great fun to watch. The fielding for sure will not be as bad as this.
Yeah, this is the scorecard. Ayana, the captain, adding 24, but it was Vinay Pratap Singh's 25 of 13 at the end, which gave them that much needed fire towards the later part of the innings. And that is what brings them up to the score of 92. At one point, it felt as if they will just hover around the 60-70 odd mark, but eventually 90 plus is what they get on the board. And now the Smashers will have their task cut out. We'll have to wait and see if the Smashers can chase it down. We'll be back in a while.